right, let's turn on the lights. There we go, sick. So recently, I've been trying to host a party for the end of my college year. I'm graduating, and it's also my birthday. I just want to end it off with a bang. And a big responsibility of hosting a party is inviting a shit ton of people. I've sent out about 100 invites, and this is going to be a pretty big party. It's on a rooftop, there's going to be food, college party. And yet, even though I'm presenting them with an offer that is just an invite, I feel scared doing it. Like a little tinge of like fear of like, oh, like I overthink it and I wonder like, what if they don't come? And this got me thinking that, wow, I am really rejection sensitive. The fact that I feel scared to even do a simple invite like this means that this is something that I need to work on a lot more. And I'm not quite sure what I can do to get better at being less rejection sensitive, to stop overthinking these little texts like, oh shit. I would like send like an invite text and I would be like, oh shit, pull up. And I was just like delete again. I was like, no, that sounds too like casual. And then I was like, hey, like I want to invite you to my party, but that sounds too formal. I overthink like a motherfucker. To give you context, I've always been a rejection sensitive, people pleasing type of person. And this is something that I've been actively working on for the past 3 semesters. I've been working on it by being more bold and just asking a bunch of people that I was interested in out. And 3 of them, as much as I cringe to say this, but 3 of them ended up leading me to this depressive slumber because, putting people on a pedestal, getting infatuated, and then it didn't go well, goes to shit. There's those 3 massive ones. And then there's also like 9 other small ones that I won't go into. But I've been training. I've really been trying my best to put myself out there and really just, fuck it, I'll just wing it. But the thing is, I still feel like I haven't gotten better at it. However, once I reflected on this experience of just simply inviting people that gave me the sense of fear of rejection, it became clear to me that it's not that I have to go out and do these crazy bullshit moves to get rejected by a girl or by, some big person and then get depressed and then come back. Although I am getting better at it, I feel like I am getting better at dealing with it. What I need is to go into life every day with an intent to just get rejected in smaller ways instead of just doing these massive ones that's gonna cost me a huge mental toll on myself. A lot of internet advice on overcoming rejection sensitivity usually comes in the form of doing a lot of these big, harrowing, Hercules type tasks, pushing up the boulder of just going up to people and just asking them out, doing these very big, bold things, because doing a bunch of bold things is gonna make you less receptive to being rejected. But I feel like this is unsustainable in the long run. Yes, it does work to an extent. I've definitely learned a lot more from overcoming these 3 giant rejections that I had over the course of my semesters. However, what isn't talked about a lot is this simply just going about life and just initiating at random things that doesn't have a huge cost to it, doesn't have huge weight to it. Simply just starting a conversation with a person you're standing in line with, that cafe barista, or just a random person at a park, seeing an acquaintance and starting a conversation with them. And just doing that and progressively getting better at dealing with rejection on that lower level. We all get rejected to an extent every day, but we just have different weightings to it. We put more weight on the approach this crush that I have, that I'm infatuated with, and asking her out, compared to, hey, I'm just starting a conversation with an acquaintance I saw from a class. And if I don't feel comfortable sending out invites and I overthink text, even to something just as simple as sending them an invite to my party, what makes me think that I'm able to handle something that's all the way up here? I feel like I'm comparing my height right now, but I'm not. What I've learned now is simply just go about life and just initiate like crazy. And because sometimes you don't need to practice getting rejected up here at this high level. You can just start from like the lower level and just do a bunch of this, and perhaps you'll build up, and then you build up, and you get so comfortable at everything here that you just get so comfortable here. That's one way to go about it. Another way to think about it is, instead of just directly asking them out, what if you just start here? Hey, I've bumped into you. I noticed something about you. So you just start here. And if they don't reciprocate, that's fine. I move on. Well, but if they do reciprocate, then I'm like, okay, you want to do some group events, have some friends? That's the next level. Now we're friends. Then next level, hey, I want to get to know you more. Let's just go up a level and go up a level and go up a level. So that way you don't start from here and then after you get rejected, you just fall straight flat down to bikini bottom. That way, if you do make it to this level and you want to go up to the next level and they reject your frame, then you can just bounce back here. And the fall isn't that bad. But hey, at least it was incremental and it felt safe to you. And you do just get that practice of just building slowly up, 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 up. Essentially what I'm trying to say is you don't need to get rejected for the sake of getting rejected. So what I'm going to do from now on is I'm just going to initiate conversations with people that I notice. And if they reciprocate, cool. I start from here. If not, then they can just go on their way. I just go on my way. And I just do this a bunch of times to the point where I'm so comfortable with this that I can do it with anybody. And this is your gateway to future connections instead of just jumping up to here. Anyways, I'm rambling on, but a good thing for you guys to do now is honestly just every time you just notice something, a familiar face, a clothing choice, a particular thing that you've never seen before or just piqued your interest, just hop into it. It's that simple. Why not just start small? Because you do need that foundation sometimes. Because once you have that foundation, you just learn to just not give a fuck. Anyways, just a quick food for thought. Rejection isn't that deep if you just go about it strategically. Yeah. I'll catch you later. Peace.